here today to begin our journey on learning the classical style guitar. It's a guitar with nylon strings mostly, wire wrapped on the bass notes and plain nylon on the trebles. And we're going to learn to play this guitar. Get excited about it because it will change your life. It's an awesome way to represent what's in your heart and bring forth what's inside of you. The classical guitar is a beautiful instrument. I love it very much. I spent my life dedicated to this instrument, and I certainly hope it makes an impact on you. Have fun with this and practice with enthusiasm. Spread the word of music to others, and you can't go wrong in life when you play music, let me tell you. So what we're going to do is talk about the guitar for a moment, how to hold it, and then we're going to get into some different aspects of the guitar, how to tune it at the beginning. But let's talk about how to hold the guitar. What do you do with this thing anyway? The easiest way to play the guitar, in my opinion, is to put your foot on a stool, some kind of a raised platform with your knee a little bit, kind of like 6 inches off the ground, something like that. That is your foot, and then your knee kind of comes up about 6 inches. Somewhere between 6 to 8 inches is a good number. And you just rest the guitar basically on your right leg. Now, a lot of people play the guitar differently. They'll put it on their left leg and play it this way. They'll play it kind of like this, if you see what I'm doing. If you want to play it that way, you can. For me, it's a problem because I don't like it because my back tightens up when I play like this. And a lot of folks I know, a lot of teachers that I know play like this. You can pick the way that's most comfortable for you. Bottom line is you set the curved part of the guitar right on your thigh, and the guitar kind of rests here. You balance it with the right hand a little below the elbow, right on the edge. You bend your hand over like this. You see it kind of comes down at a 90-degree angle to the strings. So one of the things to keep in mind is 90-degree angles to the strings. This is kind of an important thing to think about when you are beginning the guitar. And the left hand is kind of that way as well. You see what my hands are doing? They're kind of like 90. You don't do this or you don't do this. None of that. You kind of do this. You see what I'm saying? This is kind of like the kind of the format for the guitar. So you hold it that way. Your right hand, of course, plays the strings with a pick or with your fingers. I have fingernails, but I'm going to teach you to play with a flat pick and with your fingernails as well. And then the left hand, of course, grabs the notes and the chords. The note, of course, is something like this. A chord is. And so we mix notes and chords together to play beautiful music. So the guitar is an instrument where you can express very wonderfully what's inside of yourself. At first, you must get the basics. So let's do that now. The first thing you want to remember is how to balance this on your knee and keep your hands perpendicular to the strings. Playing notes this way and chords, plucking, as we will get to in a moment. Now the guitar, this is a classical guitar, and what I'm holding is a cutaway version. As you can see, most classical guitars come here and are rounded right out to the bottom. The reason I love cutaways is you can get up here and you can play high notes very easily. With a normal classical guitar, it's much more difficult to get up here to play these notes. So I love cutaway guitars. If you have a guitar that's not a cutaway, you can certainly do the techniques. You're going to be a little tougher to get to the high notes later. That's this kind of a concept here. It's called the cutaway. And the guitar itself comes from Antonio Torres. He designed the guitar that I'm currently playing, and all guitars after about 1830. And this guitar, as you see it today, it looked almost exactly like this without the cutaway, way back in early 1800s, put it that way. And since then, the guitar has evolved, different tone woods, different ways of bracing, but the overall look of the guitar and the standard bracing pattern happened when Antonio Torres developed a little parlor guitar from the 1700s, 1600s, and turned it into something beautiful and more vibrant during the 1800s. So we're playing the pure form of the guitar here. It's a wonderful thing to do. This is a guitar that's most versatile. You can play any kind of music on it. I've played rock and roll concerts with this guitar many a time, as well as flamenco and classical concerts. So you can do it all with this guitar. And the guitar itself is a predecessor of the Antonio Torres guitar, guitar, again from the early 1800s. Its greatest aficionado and player and teacher was Andre Segovia. I was very privileged to study with him, and he is kind of the father of the modern classical guitar, because what he did is he developed some techniques on the right hand where you can actually hear each note a little better by growing his fingernails and plucking the note with his thumb, with the flesh and nail stroke. You used your thumb as well for different techniques, but the flesh and nail instead of just flesh. Just flesh would sound like this. You see what I'm doing? I'm playing with it just flesh. Listen to the difference. Much different. And here's how it used to be just with your flesh. And here with the thumb and the flesh and nail. So Segovia, the father of the modern guitar, his contribution was many transcriptions that heretofore were unavailable for the guitar, and he took things like Schubert and Beethoven and many great composers, Scarlatti and Bach, and transcribed beautiful things for the guitar, which you'll be able to play as well as time goes by. So that's basically the introduction. The guitar is a wonderful instrument. We're going to learn to play it together. Now we're going to learn to tune the guitar. You pick up your guitar and bring it over to your TV, set it down on your leg, and let's tune this little puppy up and make it sound like mine. The easiest way to tune the guitar is to emulate exactly what I'm doing on my guitar with your ear. If you tune it too far with the tuners up here, you're going to break a string. So really listen. All you have to do is just really listen to the note that I'm playing. You want to duplicate that note with your guitar. All you have to do is listen, move the tuning head until the string matches the sound. Then they're going to stretch a little, and I'll show you something for that. So let's tune the guitar. You take your sixth string, that's your bottom string, okay? This is the sixth, that's the first. Sixth string's the fat string, first string's the thin string. Both are called E. All right, here we go. I'm going to play a note. You play it the same way. Do you hear that note right there? That's E. You want to tune this machine head or tuning head until it sounds like that. Yours is going to be low. Bring it up to E. Don't make it sound like this. That's higher. It's too high. Make it sound there. Low E. So I'm giving you all a chance to do that. Listen to it again. Make your E note on your guitar sound like that. Okay, now I'm going to the next string. If you have to go back, take your DVD and simply scroll back and do this over and over till your guitar gets in tune. Next we go to A. That's the next string down. That's the fifth string, or A. Make it sound like that, everybody. Tune the fifth string with the fifth string tuner, the one in the middle. Make it sound like that, which is A. Okay, don't make it sound like this. If you hear that sound, you're way too high. It has to be here. One more time. So now that's A. Now we're going to go to the next string, the fourth string, or D. Tune the top tuning head to D. Don't make it sound like this. Maybe we'll break the string. You for sure will break the string up there. Make it sound like that. If it sounds like this, you went a little too far. That's what we're looking for. That's the D string. Now, we're going to go to the G string or the third string. That's your first nylon string that's not wrapped. Plain nylon. You tune it on the third tuning head going this way, away from the body. This is the G, open, and you're tuning to the G note. Now, listen to it. Tune to this. Sound just like that. Don't make it sound like this. Too high, or this is too low. Right in between. Hear that one? Here's one that's too high. Here's one too low. Right in between is G. That's where you want to tune. Get it sounding like this. Next, we're going to move up to the second string. Remember, scroll back if you have to, over and over again. Once your guitar's in tune, it'll stay pretty well in tune, but there's some adjustments we have to make. As soon as I finish with the first string, I'll tell you. Now, the second string is called B. It sounds like this. Tune the middle tuner, that's your B tuner. Make that B string sound like this. Now, a lot of people will break B and E strings, so don't do it. If you hear the B string sounding like this, you're too high. If you hear it sounding like this, you're too low. You want it to sound like this. Tune your guitar to that B string. That's the sound. Listen. Tune it up to. That's the sound. Good. Last string, or the first string, really, it's E. That's the very first string on the guitar. It's the thinnest string. It's the first tuner on the bottom away from you, closest to the body. That's your E. Play this note and tune to this one. Now here's the one people break the most. So be careful of this one. If you hear it sounding like this, or this, a lot of people go too high. They'll break that string in a second. If you hear it here, you're too low. You're almost there. Turn it a little more. Turn this tuning head a little more, and that will become, that's the open E string. Listen again. One more. Listen, tune. Okay, now, what you want to do, these strings are going to stretch. And what you want to do is stretch them a little bit. So you take your thumb and your index finger a little bit, you just tug on them. Take the sixth string, okay, that's the bottom one, the first one we did. Put your thumb on it, put your index finger on it, and right like that, like I'm doing, and give it a little pull. See what I'm doing? I'm kind of pulling it in both directions, and that will stretch the string. Push down with the thumb, pull up with the index finger, stretch that string. Stretch the fifth string now. Stretch the fourth string now. Stretch the third string now, the second string now, and the first string now. Now go back, scroll back to the beginning of the tuning section and retune your guitar, and you'll be perfectly in tune, ready to play some beautiful music. Now, the next thing is the right hand. Let's begin with that. We're going to teach you some basic techniques with the right hand. Here we go. The right hand is perpendicular to the strings. That means it doesn't go like this. It doesn't go like that. It goes like this. It forms an arch at the top of the guitar. The arch that I'm referring to, if you look at it right here, you're going to see what my hand is doing it's forming an arch right in here. You see that? It's like a bridge. That's the way you want your fingers to look. Your thumb is going to play, now watch closely, your thumb is going to play the 6th string, and the home base for the index finger is usually the 3rd string. The 2nd string is the home base for the middle finger, and the 1st string is home base for the ring finger. This is normally how you play the guitar, like that. Sometimes these fingers will play different strings, but figure for right now, this is home, and you want to stay home at this point in time, especially at the beginning. Get your thumb, index, and middle and ring fingers arched up like that, and put them right on the string like I'm doing right now on the strings. Thumb on the 6th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Pluck all those strings together. There you have your first chord. Here, that's called an E minor chord. Alrighty. So now we're coming back, and now that we have home base with your fingers, we want to be able to do something and learn some techniques on the guitar here that can enhance your right hand. How can you get this right hand moving around and doing some great things? Well, one of the first things you want to do is you want to learn to play notes on the strings and learn to play chords. So let's do a chord first, then we'll do a note in a minute. The chord you're playing is E minor, and I'm going to show you how to play that in a moment, but there's a more expanded way to play the E minor chord. But this is your basic E minor chord. So here's what I want you to do. The first thing we're going to do is play an arpeggio. And the arpeggio is you take the 6th string and you pluck it. You take the 3rd string and you pull it up towards your head with your 1st finger. Take the 2nd string, pull it. Take the 1st string, pull it. Play 6, 3, 2, 1. I'm referring to the strings now. So if I say 6, I mean 6. If I say 3, 3, 2, 1. So 6, 3, 2, 1. So do that over and over again until you can have it nice and smooth. Do it to a little beat like bump, bump, 3, 4, bump, 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 bump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can play that right now, I guarantee you. You can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just keep doing that until it becomes nice and smooth for you. That's your basic first arpeggio. Then what you want to do is reverse it. You want to go 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1. So in other words, don't do this one yet. Keep doing the other one until you can get it. Then move to the 6, 3, 2, 1. When I say 3, 2, 1, I'm referring now to your fingers, but here we go. Normally, the first arpeggio I showed you, the first one, was 6, 3, 2, 1. The second arpeggio is 6, 1, 2, 3. It goes reverse. The first arpeggio, 6, 3, 2, 1. Second arpeggio, 6, 1, 2, 3. Referring to the strings you're plucking. Okay, so now let's do the 6, 1, 2, 3 arpeggio. 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. Now mix them up. Do that for a moment. I go 6, 3, 2, 1. Then 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3. You see what I did? I could sit here and do that forever, but it takes up tape time, and I want to rock on and do some great things. So I want you to learn to play that till it's nice and smooth. The other arpeggio I want you to play is this one, where you combine them together in one smooth form, and it's this one. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I've taught you so far 3 arpeggios. 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. I want you to get them all smooth till you can play them like this. That's the first one. That's the second one. And here's the third one. Ultimately, can play them much faster, but don't worry about that now. Just get those basic arpeggios down. You're going to be very happy you did because it expands your entire ability to play the guitar, the classical guitar, and any guitar for that matter. Keep your hands arched. Remember, it's got the little bridge here. Don't lay your hand flat. You don't want to do that. No, no, no. Arch your hand up like this. Keep it arched. Okay, that's how you play an arpeggio to a chord. Now, next is a note. Let's talk about a note for a minute, playing a note. Well, the way you play a note with the classical guitar is you take your index finger, pluck the first string, and rest on the second string behind it. See what I just did there? I plucked it, and I'm kind of resting there. Pluck, we're resting. Then take the middle finger, do the same thing. Pluck, rest, alternate index, middle, index, middle, index, middle, index, middle. So that's some notes. Let's do it on the second string. Rest on the third string. Do it on the third string. Rest on the fourth string. Do it on the fourth string. Rest on the fifth string. So I want you to learn to use the index and middle right now. We'll be using the other ones later, but index and middle right now. That is called your basic individual picking of the note. It's called picado or apoyando stroke, which means rest stroke. You're resting on the note behind, on the string lower than it. You can also pick like this, which is free stroke, but you notice the difference? Much quieter. Free stroke is just when you pluck it and you don't touch the string below. That's called free stroke. Sometimes you're going to be using free stroke, but more often than not, when you play melody, it's that. So I want you to practice doing this. That's called apoyando or rest stroke, and then do some free stroke practice also on the different strings. Here's the rest stroke, free stroke. Okay, now that's your basic way to play your notes on the guitar with your fingers. You can also play notes with your thumb. Just by plucking the string. Very easy. Normally your thumb stays straight. You don't bend it like this. You keep your thumb straight. So you play notes with your thumb as well. We're going to combine all these soon into songs. So I'm giving you some basic premises for this. Another thing you do on the guitar is you strum it. And strumming is this. Now this is pretty easy. Take your index finger, the nail of your index finger. You can grow your nails a little bit if you'd like to. Either way, you have to keep them filed and smooth. But a strum means to strum the guitar, going down over all 6 strings. Now, one of the other things you can do with the right hand when you strum is come up on the first string, down, up. But when you come up, don't come up on all 6, just come up on the first and brush it. If you happen to hit the second string, that's okay. Be natural, be loose, strum up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Chords, when I teach you the chords, just doing that sounds like this. Even that can be pretty. Now, one of the basic strums you can learn is a very important strum. I just want to show it to you now with your index finger. It's down, down, up, down, up. And I want you to learn this now and just begin practicing it, because after a little while, you have to kind of have it in your muscles for muscle memory. And this is called down, down, up, down, up. And how you play that with the rhythm is down, down, up, down, up. There's like a little pause after the first up. Listen. Down, down, up, down, 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 down. So you can re-scroll back to learn that strum, but get it down, everybody, because you want to be able to adapt that to the chords I'm about to teach you. That's your right hand. Now, we're going to begin using the left hand playing the chromatic scale. It automatically teaches you the left hand position, so there's no separate section on left hand. It's included in chromatic scale. So here we go. This is the first scale you want to practice, and you want to practice this till you have it perfect. Most important scale you'll ever play, and it has two parts. Okay, now here's the chromatic scale. The first thing we do is remember, these are the frets down here, and you play your finger, you put your fingers in between the frets. You see what I'm doing? That's basically what I'm trying to explain, is when you press this, you don't press right on the little metal fret, you press behind it. So the first fret is right here, the second fret is the space between the first bar and the nut. And here is the second fret. The space between the first and the second frets is really the second fret, right in here, that wooden part. Okay, so now what we're going to do is play the chromatic scale. So you take the first finger of your right hand, pluck the first string open. Take your first finger of the left hand, press the first fret, pluck with the second finger on the first string. Take the second finger of your left hand, press it on the second fret, and take your first finger and play it. So we're alternating fingers. 1, 2, 1, 2 every time. I'm not going to say that anymore. Every time you play a different note, you're alternating fingers. Get it? It's like this. Okay, now here we go. You're going to play the open, first, second, third, fourth, keeping your fingers in position. Look what I'm doing. Open, first, second, third, fourth. I don't care what you have to do. You got to stretch these fingers out and get them to play those notes, okay? Just do it. Just do it. Don't do this. It does not accomplish anything. You want this. Got that? Now, we're going to take this first finger now and move it to the 5th fret. Let's move it up. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing. The next 4 notes are the 5th fret, the 6th fret, the 7th fret, and the 8th fret. Okay, and remember, we're alternating always. From the beginning. Okay, now we're going to take this first finger, we're going to take it over here to the 9th fret. We're going to press it down and do the same thing again. And so what we have is the chromatic scale going up all the way. So let's do it slow. Open, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. And there you are at the top. Keep your fingers in position. Don't, again, do this. Don't play that way. Play this way. Now, this looks easy, and it is. Remember to alternate your index and middle fingers, but it's not that easy for you at the beginning. It's very easy after you practice it for half an hour. You'll see it'll come to you. Now, you get it at the top. Let's do that again. Now we want to reverse it. And here's the tricky part. When you reverse it, you go 12, 11, 10, 9, but then you take all 4 fingers. You look at the 4th finger, you're going to put the 4th finger on the 8th fret, and you move all 4 fingers in place. See what I'm doing with my other hand here? That's where all 4 of these fingers are going to move from here. They're going to jump to here. Watch. We're coming down again now. We're at 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the beginning. It's very easy. If you stop in the middle, start over. You do it like this. And do it smooth. I want you to be able to play it like I do. Second string as well. And you don't want to have your fingers flat. You don't want your thumb up here. You can bring it up once in a while when you're playing chords. Sometimes it'll slip up. But usually when you're playing scales and notes, your thumb stays under the middle of the neck, right in the middle. And you play, keeping your fingers arched. You kind of arch the hand on the right, remember? We're arching the fingers on the left. Remember, that's all you do. Arch. We're on the second string now. Third string. Etc. You want to be able to play the chromatic scale evenly with no breaks. You don't want to have breaks like this. Play it like this. That's the chromatic scale. Incredibly important to learn this scale. You're alternating your index and middle fingers when you play it. Practice it over and over till you can play it like I just did. Now, when you learn that, you have to do the variation of the chromatic scale, which is this. I want you to be able to play that on your own. I am going to show you again that I'm going to play it slowly, and when you are good enough, without me telling you what to do, you have to be able to intuitively play things. I explained the first part of the chromatic scale to you. Here's the variation. You learn this yourself by watching the video, okay? Here we go. That's the advanced chromatic scale. It's a variation, but remember, the first chromatic scale is simply learn to play that chromatic scale and learn to play it well. Now, what we want to do is add the flat pick to this, and I want you to be able to play your flat pick technique right with the chromatic scale. So it's very easy. Classical guitar players and always should know how to use a flat pick. And so take your flat pick. It's very simple. Put it between your thumb and your index fingers. Looks like that. See what I'm doing? Looks like this when you hold it. It kind of sticks down. Just grab it, and you want to go down, up, down, up, down, up. Same thing. So you're going down, up, down, up, down, up. Do it on the second string. Get familiar with the strings. Do the chromatic scale. That's what you want to play. You will succeed very quickly and advance extremely fast when you learn the chromatic scale using your fingers, like I did, and also using the flat pick, which is just down, up on one string. That's all you're doing. This is not rocket science. And then you use that same left hand technique. And when you get that going, you can go pretty fast. Go slow though at the beginning. That won't be slow for you. Slow will be. Get it at least that much in the first couple days, okay? That's the chromatic scale. Have fun with it. We're about to have some more fun. Now, the first chords, everybody, E minor, E major, and A minor. We'll learn 3 chords, just so you have them. Okay, the first chord you're going to learn is E minor. Now, how you're going to play E minor is chords are like groups of notes together. That's what chords are. And it's fun to play chords. You're going to have a ball playing songs when you learn these chords. You're going to say, oh my heavens, I can play House of the Rising Sun, or I can play all these different songs you've always loved. So here we go. Let's get the first chord out of the way and get some playing here. Take your second finger. Your fingers are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. See those? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb doesn't count, it's under the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you say first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger of your left hand, you mean 1, 2, 3, and 4. So take the second finger, which is your middle finger, put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. The 5th string is, you know where that is, the 2nd fret, you know where that is. Put it on there, get some calluses. It might take a while, a week or so, 10 days. You get calluses by practicing. It's that simple. It'll hurt a little bit at the beginning. After a while, you won't feel it because you get calluses. So here we go. 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 2nd fret with the 3rd finger. First finger and the little finger don't do anything on this chord. See what I'm doing when I'm holding there? Take your thumb, strum all the chords, all the notes, all the strings. That's E minor. Make it sound like that. Don't make it sound like this. You hear that? That means you're not pressing down hard enough. Press it into the wood. Get that sound. Try that strum. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. That's it. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. I'm using my index finger. You can also use the pick. Do the same exact thing. Watch. Hold the pick. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you're going to do a lot of strumming in a song, like in a folk group or a rock group, use a pick. Don't ruin your fingernails strumming. Use that for playing some beautiful songs. So get your flat pick up, strum. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, over and over. You've got to do it 1,000 times. You'll start out down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. There you go. Now you want to get that faster. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay. Now, the next chord you're going to learn is E major. That's E minor. Kind of blueprint that in your brains, everybody. E minor is a good chord to play on the guitar. Now, here's E major. Same thing. Drop your first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret. Play it now. Now it goes from here. E minor, E major. 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, 1st fret, drop it down, press it. Now you have beautiful E major. It's a happier sounding chord. It sounds yeah, 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 yeah. A little sadder, a little more melancholy, a little happier. You hear it? That's how you can differentiate major from the minor. Just listen to it. You can tell. One sounds kind of happy, one sounds a little more melancholy. Okay? That's your E minor and E major. Now we're going to go to A minor. Hold your E major chord, drop everything down 1 string, and you have now A minor. It's a very important chord. You have the A minor chord. What are you pressing there anyway? Well, here's what you're pressing, just so you know. 2nd string, 1st fret with your 1st finger, the 4th string, 2nd fret with your 2nd finger, the 3rd string, 2nd fret with your 3rd finger. Play all those notes. This time, try not to hit the 6th string. Good, that's A minor. Beautiful sounding chord. Now here's all 3 chords. E minor, E major, A minor, E minor, E major, A minor. Practice these like this. E minor, E major, A minor, E major, E minor, E major, A minor. So there's your basic chords. What I want you to do now is use the arpeggios on these chords that I showed you before. Remember at the beginning, I said bass 3, 2, 1. Go to your E minor chord, go bass 3, 2, 1, bass 3, 2, 1. Now do that with the E major chord. Minor, major. Now let's go to the A minor chord now. This time, instead of hitting the 6th string with your thumb, hit the 5th string, because it's A. So here's A minor. Very nice, same way. Use all the arpeggios that I showed you. Use them in all the chords. So in other words, going back to E major, let's say. Let's say, remember the one I showed you that goes like this? 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Do that. Practice that one. Get that down. A minor, E major. They sound good together. Play the A minor, use the bass for the 5th string with your thumb, and then E major, bass with the 6th string. The fingers stay the same. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 on top. So we have 6th, 5th, 6th, 5th. You're making music, everybody. 6, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's your first 3 chords. How fun is that? That's a little bit of Malagueña, and I'm going to teach you the basic constructs of that song right now. Let's go. You're going to be learning chords and notes together, so let's have some fun learning Malagueña. Start off with an E major chord, like the one we learned, but we're going to modify it, and we're going to take the 3rd finger off and slide it like this. So what you're playing is the 3rd string 1st fret, okay? 1, 2, 3, 3rd string 1st fret with your 1st finger, and the 4th string 2nd fret with your 2nd finger. Take your thumb, play the 4th string. Take your index finger, play the 1st string. Index and middle are going to alternate every time you play the 1st string. Okay, so I'm just going to call it 1. So 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Take your thumb, hit 4, 3, and 2. Take the index and middle fingers and alternate in first strings between those, like this. Do that so you can play it just like that. Every one of you can do this. I promise you, every one of you. Come on, do it. 4, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. That's your E major chord. Let's go to the A minor chord now. The A minor chord is very important, the second part of the song. And what you do now, instead of playing all 3 notes, you're only going to play 2, a modified version. You place your fingers on the 2nd string 1st fret, the 1st finger, and you place your 2nd finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret. That's your A minor position. Here's your E major. You just basically slide it down a string. Now, with your finger, thumb is going to play the 3rd string, then the index, of course, index middle alternating on the 1st string. So 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so you play 3 and 2. But this time, the next note, take your finger off the 2nd string, play it open. So 3, 2, 2 open, play 3 again, play 3 open, and then play the 4th string 3rd fret with your 3rd finger. That's the last passing tone, and you play the 4th string 3rd fret 3rd finger, and put another 1 in there. So the A minor sounds like this, everybody. whole song up to there from the beginning. E major it starts as a modified E major. 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Switch to A minor. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, open 1, 3, 1, 3, open 1, 4, 3, 1. And you go back to E major and repeat the cycle. It's really cool. But don't play it fast yet. Play it faster when you can scroll along and play along with me. Speed it up. End on a full E major chord, just like that. So that's the beginning of Malagueña. That's the A section. We'll do the B section later. Don't go anywhere till you can play that song perfectly. Malagueña. Now that's a beautiful old Celtic song called Greensleeves, and it's our next song. We're going to learn to play that right now. This is a beautiful song from the 1400s. It was What Child Is This? Greensleeves, lots of other things, and I just love the song, and I hope you love it too. It's an old piece of our history as human beings in the Western civilization. It's a great, great song. So let's play it. You grab the A minor chord, regular A minor, and you're going to pluck the third string with your index finger. Then we're going to play a chord. Play 5, 4, 3, 2. Play them together. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings. You move your fingers down instead of normally their home base is here. It's now there on this chord. So it's good. You can roll it if you want or play it straight. Either way is beautiful. Okay, then we're going to do a passing tone. You're going to take your baby pinky, put it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So, and play that note together. This time now, we're going back to home base. Play 5, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to play that chord together. So, thus far. You're going to take the first finger, you're going to flatten it out over the 1st string, 1st fret, play it, and then play it open. Take it away. Thus far. New chord now. Next chord is a G chord. How do you play a G chord? This is a modified G. You're going to take the 1st finger and place it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. You're going to take your 2nd finger and place it on the 6th string, 3rd fret. And you're going to place the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And you're going to play the notes 6, 4, 3, 2. Those strings. 6, 4, 3, 2. Play them together. Thus far, in A minor, note, chord, note, chord, note, note, G. 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay? Then you play another passing tone, note, chord. Your note is the 2nd string open. Chord is 6, 4, and 3. Just 3 notes on that chord. So thus far. Then we're going to play another passing tone. You're going to move the 1st finger away from that G chord. You're going to play the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then you're going to play the 2nd string open. So there's 2 passing tones in a row. From the beginning. Note, chord, note, chord, note, note, G, note, chord, note, note. Now we're going to go back to A minor. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to play the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings. Then you're going to have a passing note, which is right there. You're going to play the 3rd string as the passing note. Now we're going to play a chord, 5, 4, and 3 only. 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string only. thus far from the beginning. Follow along closely. If you get lost, scroll back, start over. Right to there. Next, passing tone. Take your first finger, play at the third string first fret, play the note by itself, and then come back on the third string second fret, and then you're going to play the open E major chord. You're going to play open E major chord, and you're going to play the sixth, the fourth, the third, and the second. Just like that. And then you're going to have a passing tone, play the third string by itself, and then another chord, 6, 5, and 4. So from the very beginning, we're playing again from the beginning of Greensleeves. Now watch and follow. Great. Now take it up to there, but what it does next, and we practice it up to there, but right after that, when you get all practiced up, keep going, it repeats. Exactly. That much of it repeats exactly, okay? Then you go to the cadence, which is the ending. The ending of that little section is A minor. You play the fifth, fourth, third, and second strings, 2 passing tones, second string open, third string second fret, and then you play an E major chord. 4 notes, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay? And then you're going to put a hard passing tone, your first hard passing tone. You have to reach up while this finger's still holding. You're going to reach up and play the fourth string, fourth fret, and then play the third string first fret again. So it's and in A minor, 5, 4, and 3. From the beginning, one time on Greensleeves. Repeats. Ending. One more time, play along with me. When you can get to this place and you can play it smoothly, play right with me. Make sure your guitar's in tune also. This time, I'm going to be doing some other things. I'm going to play a little accompaniment to you, and I want you to play the melody, just what we just did. And together it'll sound beautiful if you're in tune. If you're not in tune, it won't sound beautiful at all. But if you're in tune, it'll sound awesome. Now, practice this song, get it good, come back to this section, and then play what I'm about to show you now. So here's the little section. I'm going to play an accompaniment to that. Ready? Here's Greensleeves. 1, 2. Let's do that again, okay? Here we go. Now, if you were very wise, you'd be playing remember, that goes right along with so have fun with that. That's the first part of Greensleeves. It's beautiful. It's a lovely song. And the other thing you can do is play a tremolo to it. So in other words, I'm going to do a tremolo now, and you play. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, now. Awesome. Enjoy Greensleeves. And come back to this section and play it a lot. Play with your little part added below what I'm doing, and you're going to have fun. You're going to hear this beautiful sound coming out of your TV. You're playing with Esteban, and you're rocking and rolling, playing a 14th century song. Enjoy. Now we're doing two chords right now, teaching you the C chord and the G7th chord. Very important chords. We're going to play some country picking and as well in a moment. But right now, let's just get these chords out of the way so you can get your fingers accustomed to them. C chord, C major. Take your first finger, place it on the second string, first fret. Take your second finger, place it on the fourth string, second fret. Take your third finger and place it on the fifth string, third fret. You've got the stretch. That's how it looks. And you only play the fifth string down. You can use a pick on these too, which I will in a moment, but there's your C chord. Don't make it sound like this. Funky time, no way. Get those fingers calloused up, press those strings down, arch them up till you can get this sound. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 with the thumb, 4 with the thumb, 3, 2, 1. Make it pretty. That's your C major chord. I want you to switch between C major and A minor. Now watch, C major. It's the relative minor to C. A minor. Get used to switching this chord, moving it around. Go to E major. So change C, A minor, E major, like that. Do it with me. C, A minor, E major. My fingers are just playing first, second, and third string. My thumb is alternating the bass from 5 to 5 to 6 on E major. Okay, now that's your C chord, okay? Next is G7th. You have to know G7th. G7th is first finger, first string, first fret. Second finger, fifth string, second fret. Third finger, sixth string, third fret. Stretch it out. Get this sound. So you want to go from C to G7. That's a big one. So let's do the strum on this one. After you get these chords down, how you practice them is like this. Look, here's how you do it first. This is how you'll do it. You're putting one finger on at a time. Keep going. Pretty soon you can do it. A minor, E, C, G7, A minor, E, C, G7, whatever. You have to learn the chords to change them smoothly. That's a key critical thing. Okay, so C and G7, C major, G7, C major, G7. Now let's get the pick out and strum them. Remember, I don't like you to use your nails when you strum so much, so let's strum those chords with the down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now let's do a progression. We're going to go from C to A minor to E major to G7. It's going to sound a little funny, but you need to practice these chords, everybody, so let's do it. C, A minor, E, G7, C, A minor, E major, G7. And all I'm doing with my pick is down, down, up. I'm brushing the first string when I come up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Play this with me now, come on. C, A minor, E major, and G7. We're strumming down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You're almost playing rock and roll here. Certainly you're playing a folk music strum. C. Now let's just try C and G7 a few times. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up. So learn to play that, get it smooth, and we're going to be playing another song that uses these chords in just a moment. That's C and G7 with a little practice session in between. Now, Wildwood Flower is an old piece of Americana, and it comprises the chords C and G7, and we're going to play it right now. And so here we go. It's Wildwood Flower. We're going to use a flat pick on this, just so you can learn to use a flat pick on some of these tunes. So let's do Wildwood Flower with a flat pick, okay? Grab your flat pick, put it between your index and your thumb. It should be sticking down like that. Grab a C major chord. You can't play this song, by the way, unless you got the C and G7 down pat. You have no buzzes, no problem. So don't go here till you get those two chords perfect, okay? Get those calluses built up. It might be 2 weeks. You know, it takes you a couple weeks to get these calluses perfect, but whatever it is, take your time, do it right, and then you'll have a great result. All right, here we go. C. All right, Wildwood Flower. Here's how it goes. Some Americana picking. So let's start this thing. It's fun to play. C major. You're going to play 5th string, 4th, 3rd, down, up. The down, up comes on the 2nd and 1st and come up on the 1st. So, you hear what I just did there? It's easy. Good. Now, we're going to do our next part is a hammer-on. You have to learn to do these things, and I'll show you how you do this one. You play the 3rd string open, get your 2nd finger ready to jump down on the 3rd string 2nd fret. So you hit it open, and you jump down on it hard till you get the twangy sound. Boing, boing, boing. So thus far. And then hit that 3rd string open, hit the 4th string open, go down, up again. So thus far we have. Hear that? That's what we got so far. Do it again. 5, 4, 3, down, up. Hammer on, play it open, play the 4th string 2nd fret, do it down, up. Good. Now we're going to play another hammer on. We're going to hit the 4th string 2nd fret. You're already holding it down, but you're going to get that little finger in action here. Play the 4th string 2nd fret, hammer on to the 4th string 3rd fret. You hit it on the 2nd fret, drive it on, and then play the 4th string 2nd fret by itself again. Play the 4th string open as you're moving to G7th. Now you're in G7th. You're you're going to hit the fourth string and hit down up. So let's do it from the beginning. 5, 4, 3, down up, hammer, third, fourth, down up, hammer with the fourth finger, G7th. Now we're going to end that cadence and go another hammer on, take your fourth string open, play it open, and then drive that second finger of your left hand onto the fourth string second fret. Then play it open, fourth string open, back to C, down up. C bass, fifth string, down up from the top. Here we go slow. 5, 4, 3, down up, hammer on, open, 4, down up, hammer on, 4, 4, G7th, and then hammer on C. So here we go. This is a very cool tune and one that you can improvise with, but if you have to get it down clean. It's a beautiful song. Now I'm going to continue with this, and don't want you to go to this part till you have that first part down. I'll play it one more time. See if you can play it with me. I'll do it slow. Play it with me now. Act like you're a bluegrass player. Here we go. Living in the Adirondacks. Okay, that's the first part of Wildwood Flower. Now we're moving right to the second part. Here's the second part. We're going to learn a new chord, F, and it's going to bother you. Believe me, this chord will bother you a little bit, but you have to learn it, so might as well learn it now. How you play the F chord is, you take your first finger and you smack two strings down with it. The first and the second strings, you bar them with the first finger. You bar them down hard, put your thumb underneath, press them. Then you take the second finger, play the third string, second fret, take your third finger, play the fourth string, third fret, and you get this sound. And that's what you have to do with the F major chord. You see that chord right there? Learn to play it. Okay, so the B section to this goes like this. You kind of go back and forth a couple times with the pick. Hit the third string open. Then you hit the second and the first strings, down strokes. And then you go down, 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 up, down, down. Then hit the third string open again. Then you go to your F chord. All the F chord is, you just go for three notes, and you go, at the really chord, it's 3, 3, and then you play two strings. So it's third string note, and then you play the second and first string down. And then you play the third string again, note. And you're back to your C chord. So, okay, so we're taking from the top, just give a listen. F. Do that again. Do that again. Do it again. Do it again. Okay? Then it starts over from the top. I'll show you the little ending in a minute, but we want to get that F chord down. So it's in C, then you go to F, hit the third string, then you hit the second and first with two down strokes, and then you go back to the third string again with the single note, then you go to a C chord and play it open. So here we go from the top. Next part. F. Back to C. We'll do the ending in a minute. Let's do that again now so you can get that down. Okay, now the last little cadence to that cool little riff is. So it's 5th string open, drive it on the 3rd fret, and C. You're in the C major chord now. So it's. Then you have to hit the 4th string 2nd fret, then drive on the 4th, if you hit the 4th string open, excuse me. Hit the 4th string open, drive on the 4th string 2nd fret, then hit the 3rd string open, drive on the 2nd fret again. So you're going right up the scale here. Watch, with my pick, you're hitting here, and you hit the 2nd string, and here's the run. Okay, now here we go from the top of the song. Play the whole darn thing with me. Practice this up. Don't play this part till you can play it, till you can really kind of feel it and move your fingers, and then play with me. Let's go slow. Here's a little play along with Wildwood Flower. Play with me now. Remember the run. Let's do that a couple more times. Play along with me now. Again. Wildwood Flower's fun. Practice it, learn it. You're going to have a ball with that, and you're learning how to flat pick. And it's a nice thing to be able to do, is to flat pick the guitar as well as finger pick it. It'll add up all kinds and open up new dimensions for you, especially when you play some bluegrass music, folk music, even some rock and roll. Have fun.